Are we there yet? Believe it or not, yes, we are finally at Castle Rock Fortress. As you can tell by the use of the cutscene, which has been in every other Ninja Gaiden game. It got used twice in the last one. Hooray! I'm amazed the Master System one doesn't have this exact same camera pan, just to say, oh, it's a Ninja Gaiden game, guys. This camera pans in it. It's gotta be a Ninja Gaiden game. That's the ugliest looking Castle Rock I've ever seen. 'Cause I've seen Castle Rocks before. Alright, now we gotta break into the place. We gotta go and kick some ass. We got all these more screaming zombies from the second level. Missile launchers. There's one area here. This level overuses sprites immensely. Like, it actually cuts out some sprites thanks to having too many on screen. There was supposed to be another one of those flying bugs on screen at the moment, but it got cut out because there was too many things going on at once. Any projectiles that are fired out are considered sprites as well, so the missiles are counted as well. And just look at this, like, the background, the millions of purple things coming after me, and I fall all the way down. I don't even know why I bother screaming if you know that this is post-recorded, because I've said it before. But it's just so fun to go with it. But in the Super Nintendo one, and unfortunately I can't get it to reproduce it now, but when I played it back when I was younger, when I get into that area and a couple other areas, there would be immense slowdown due to too many sprites, which I thought was really weird for a Super Nintendo game. It actually locked out your controls. It might have just been a bad emulator, because I can't get it to reproduce it yet. I believe it does it in Act 7, which is the last act, so hopefully we'll have a pan back then, but we'll find out. Let's get in there! Alright, we're finally in Castle Rock Fortress, and we get that lovely little song from Chapter 2 back here again now, and I'm really happy because of it. Let's fight some new enemies. Laser shooting monsters that, for some reason, their lasers are invincible, and even if you duck, you can slash it, but it still doesn't get destroyed, as you can see here. Actually, that's the only new enemy. Everything else is the same. Go originality. We get to a new area just to have one new enemy introduced. Alright, I want you to pay attention here. Look on the left. See that turret guy? Ignore the fact that I fell. Please ignore that. Alright, see, he's still there again. All the eyeball guys. We'll jump up here for a sec. Go down, and where the hell did he go? Where did he go? Sprite limitations. Thanks to the extra shots on screen. Unfortunately, he caused him to disappear. He reappeared just as I crawled up there. The funny thing is, later on, there's another room where there's a bunch of eyeballs again, and when they all fire at the same time, they'll cancel out shots. Like, no shots will appear for certain ones. And closing bridge, I don't like this, but they gave me Fire Wheel here, so screw all. This level's kind enough to give us a couple of extra things that no other level would, like, how about 2 healing potions? We got one in about 5-1C. And now we just got another one there, and I still don't have full health, even though I'm getting both of them. So that's kind of a pisser, but what are you gonna do? Well, I'm almost at the boss here now. I gotta go through one more room after this. And you get a surprise when we get to the boss. You'll be shocked and amazed. No, you won't. Unless, if you've played the game, you definitely won't. I'm sorry to tell you this. This game really has no more surprises. Kind of a couple more like, what the hells, but that's about it. Alright, what was all that running for? What did we finally do? Did we find Foster? Believe it or not, yes! We finally meet him in person. Dressed very snazzy in his blackish gray suit and blackish gray tie and black shirt. That's how you tell they're evil, if they're wearing a lot of black. That's why, oh wait a minute. Clancy was wearing a lot of black. That makes my point moot. Oh damn. That's condescending sounding, isn't it? Imagine that. That doesn't matter. The truth gets revealed in this cutscene, the next one anyways. Alright, it's time for a Ryu on Ryu fight. No, it's not! It's Snake! Wait a minute. It's Meryl! Wait a minute, who is it? It's Ryu's Surprise Eyes! I mean, it's Irene. Sorry. You're alive? Did you think that I would die? You fell off a cliff! You fell off a cliff! Most people die! Gravity doesn't like letting people live. It's been scientifically proven. I refuse to believe otherwise. Alright, so now we've got Irene and Ryu to team up on the evil Ryu and Foster. So their evil Ryu chooses to go Super Saiyan. That is not Super Saiyan at all. That is very disgusting. Please shoot him. Bullets are ineffective! Impossible! Don't worry, Irene, I'll fight him with my angry eyes. Welcome to the Ryu clone fight, which is nothing like fighting Ryu at all. He uses down sparks, he uses the windmill shuriken, although the shuriken doesn't return. His pattern's ridiculously simple. I have the fire wheel, so I can abuse that like crazy to go through his projectiles, but of course I get my timing screwed up. So I can only do one or the other. You can kill him incredibly fast. You'll get to one side of the screen and then that's it. But I figured I might as well let him live for a little bit longer. Enjoy his life. Alright, so now that all the theatrics are over, what's gonna happen? Do I get to fight Foster now? Ooh, that's a lot of dots. Earthquake! The screen is shaking back and forth slightly, and look who it is, it's Clancy, who's wearing a lot of black. Wow, I did not call this at all. You can tell by the surprise in my voice. Thank you for your compliment. Oh, jeez. More surprise eyes! Clancy, what are you doing? Now we have a conversation back and forth. What I find interesting, okay, see the setup they have here for this screen right now? Foster's in the background, Clancy's in the foreground. Let's switch off to Ryu and Irene. Bam! Exact same thing, except Ryu's in the center. And Irene looks oddly like a man. Or kind of like Iori from King of Fighters. Yell at me. And we got more earthquakes. I don't know if you can see the seizuring on Google Video or YouTube or wherever you're seeing this. And why does he look like a zombie or maybe a character from Splatterhouse 3? Man, I love Splatterhouse 3. Clint, you see it? Blah, he melted into ghosts. More surprise eyes! Alright, let's just end it here. You know what's next.